I left the room open in case you came back. The light's still on low, the bed's still half packed. I didn't move on, I just moved less. I learned how to breathe with your name in my chest. Your cup's in the sink, I won't wash it yet. It feels like admitting you're really not here. I left the room open, you didn't return. I was searching through the noise, trying to feel something real. Every road I walked alone never felt like home until you stepped into my quiet world, soft but strong and true. And suddenly the pieces fit in ways I never knew. I've been everywhere before you, but nowhere felt the same. Every heart I held before was just a borrowed flame. 'Cause you are where I belong, in the calm, in the storm, in the nights when I'm not sure if I'm weak or I'm strong. Every love song finally makes sense. Every prayer found its way. I don't need to keep on searching. You're where I'll always stay. I've seen love that comes and goes, promises that fade away, but the way you hold my hand makes me wanna choose you every day. You don't ask me to be perfect, you just love me as I am. And that's the kind of miracle no one else could plan. If the world tries to pull us apart, if time tries to change our view, I'll still find my way back home. Every road leads back to you. 'Cause you are where I belong, when the days feel too long, when the weight of everything feels too heavy to hold on. If love is more than words we say, more than dreams we chase, then let my heart be honest now. You're my forever place. One day we'll tell our story with laughter in our eyes, about how love didn't save us, it just taught us how to try. And when the years are written in lines upon our skin, I'll still choose you like the first time, all over again. You are where I belong, not just now but always, in the ordinary moments that quietly shape our days. If forever has a feeling, if home has a name, it's written in your heartbeat every time you say mine. I don't need another dream, I don't need to roam. I was never really lost, I was still smells like you, but your voice has gone. I stare at empty memories from dusk till dawn. Your name still is in my mouth, but it tastes like pain. And loving you was sunshine that ended in rain. After you left, you things sound the same. The world kept spinning, but I stayed in pain. I loved you more than I loved myself. No hear what the stars you gave. I replay every moment, wonder where I failed. Was I too much or not enough? Every thought derailed. You found peace in leaving, I found war in staying. And my heart learned suffering while yours kept escaping. After you left, I learned how deep pain goes. How loving someone can hollow your soul. The night drags on with no mercy. Shadows crawl across my skin. Every thought is a burning ember, every memory a sin. I whisper names into the darkness, but no one answers back. I'm wandering through hollow streets, tracing footsteps I once had. The wind falls heavy on my shoulders, but it can't wash the scars inside. Every lie I told myself is drowned beneath the tide. And laughter now feels like betrayal, a stranger's hollow tune, while I bleed in quiet corners beneath the silver moon. I'm breaking, I'm falling, can't escape this endless night. Every heartbeat is a warning, every breath a losing fight. I scream echo of my soul untrapped, but not free. Time moves slow in this prison. Every second drags like years. I've drunk the cup of sorrow dry. I've drowned in silent tears. Even the stars look down in pity. A gaze so cold, so far, and I walk through broken dreams, bearing every invisible scar. I'm breaking, I'm falling, can't escape this endless night. Every heartbeat is a warning, every breath a losing fight. I scream in this silence, but silence screams back at me, and I'm unchained to the shadows are burning to be. Maybe one day I'll rise again. Maybe dawn will touch my face, but tonight I lie in ruin, lost inside this empty space. I bleed in silence, I scream in dreams, I carry pain I cannot name, and all the world I used to know is nothing but a So let the darkness hold me, let it wrap me in its cold. For in the bleeding silence I found a story untold. And though I may be broken, though I stumble and fall apart, I keep moving forward with the shadows in my heart. I am bound by chains of regret. Each link a choice I made. The past, it haunts me endlessly. Its shadow will not fade. Every word I fail to speak, every step I fail to take, carries a weight inside my chest that I can never break. Even forgiveness cannot reach me. Even hope feels far away. I stumble through each lonely night. I fight to see the day. The ghosts of all my errors whisper every sin, and the darkness inside me is where I begin. walking through the night, through shadows deep and gray, hoping someday I'll forgive the choices I can't sway. The shadows stretch across my night. They whisper all I've lost. The days are heavy, the nights are long, and life comes at a cost. I reach for hands that will not hold. I call for voices gone, and every step I take alone feels like I don't belong. Even laughter turns to silence. The world moves on without a bless, and hope within me dies. The ghosts of dreams I once had haunt every breath I take, and I stumble through the with every step I make. All fading shadows follow me, every heartbeat drenched in cane. I cry into the nothingness, but the nothingness remains. If some reach through all the dark, would they see my fear? Or am I destined to wander where no one ever hears? The fading shadows stole me, every heartbeat drenched in cane. I cry into the nothingness, but the nothingness remains. The world moves on in different, while I am left behind, trapped inside a hollow soul that peace will never find. So I'll keep walking through the night, through endless shades of gray, hoping someday light will and chase the dark away. I was meant to fly, I was meant to soar, but my wings have fallen to the floor. The sky I dreamed of is cold and gray, and I stumble through the ashes of the day. Every hope I held has turned to dust. Every trust I gave betrayed my trust. I reach for stars that never shine. I speak to skies that do not reply. The light I sought has gone away, and darkness claims the hours of day. Even dreams seem cruel and far, and I am broken where I are. Oh, fallen wings keep dragging me down. Every heartbeat echoes a sound. I scream into the void above, but hear nothing of mercy or love. I wander lost, I wander alone through this world of stone and bone. Kahit anong mangyari, hindi tayo bibitaw. Nasa bawat problema, sabay haharap. Pero bakit ako na lang ang natira sa dilim at takot sa bawat gabing hinihintay kita? Hindi kita sinisisi, masakit lang tanggapin na ang pagmamahal ko'y hindi sapat para manatili ka. Hanggang sa huli, ikaw pa rin ang hinahanap. Sa bawat kantang nagpapaalala ng sugat, minahal kita ng higit pa sa sarili ko. At iyon ang dahilan kung bakit ako nasaktan ng todo. Hanggang sa huli, ikaw pa rin. Kahit ako'y iniwan mong wasak at tahimik, sinubukan kong magpakatag, magpanggap na okay na ang lahat. Ngumiti sa harap mundo habang gabi-gabi akong umiyak sa sulok. May mga alaala na ayaw mawala, mga salitang patuloy akong sinusundan. Kung mahal mo ako, bakit ka umalis? Tanong na wala ng kasagutan. Kung sakaling bumalik ka, huwag ka nang humingi ng tawad, dahil ang pusong minsang nabasag hindi na muling mabubuo ng buo at tapat. Minahal kita kahit hindi mo hiniling, pinaglaban kita kahit ako'y naupos na rin. Kung ito ang kapalit ng tunay na pagmamahal, handa akong masaktan basta ikaw ay masaya. Darating ang araw, baka hindi na masakit, pero hindi rin mawawala ang bakas mo sa dibdib. May mga pag-ibig talagang hindi nagwawakas, nagiging alaala lang na masakit balikan. Hanggang sa huli, ikaw pa rin ang laman ng puso ko. Kahit natutunan ko nang mabuhay nang wala ka rito, hindi ko pinagsisihan ang lahat ng binigay ko, dahil minahal kita ng totoo. Hanggang sa huli, ikaw pa rin. Ang unang mahal at pinakamahirap kalimutan. Kung may muli mang magmahal sa akin balang araw, sana'y buo na ang pusong iniwan mo noon. Hanggang sa huli, ikaw pa rin ang kwento na hindi ko kailanman pagsisihan. I loved you on purpose, not by mistake. I knew what it meant and I knew what it'd take. I saw all the warning signs and stayed anyway. Some people love carefully, I loved you with faith. I didn't expect affection, I didn't need ease. I just wanted honesty when things got uneasy. I thought choosing each other was something you do, but I was choosing every day you were passing through. You said love shouldn't feel heavy, I said wait means it's real. I carried us both until I couldn't feel. I loved you on purpose, I stayed when it hurt. I didn't leave when loving you stopped being worth it. If loving was a decision, I made mine come true. I loved you on purpose, did you? I learned your silences, your halfway goodbyes, the way you'd say later when you meant goodnight. I held back my questions so you wouldn't run. Funny how silence still unmade what I'd done. You wanted freedom, I wanted us. You wanted the feeling, not the weight of trust. I didn't need saving, I didn't need proof. I just needed to know you were choosing me too. You said you loved me deeply, but love without choice is just a voice. I loved you on purpose, through doubt and delay. I built a future in moments you pushed away. Some hearts love accidentally, some love as an excuse. I loved you on purpose, I wish you did too. If I sound bitter now, it's only because I care. You don't grieve something shallow this long or this bare. I don't regret loving you, I regret how alone I felt, holding a love I was carrying on my own. I would do it again, even knowing the end, because loving you fully was who I am. I loved you on purpose, and I still stand by that. Some people leave clean, some leave marks you don't scratch. You may forget how I loved you, or say it wasn't true, but I loved you on purpose, and that was enough for me to lose you. Some love isn't wasted, it's just not returned. They say pain teaches lessons, but nobody tells you how much it takes before the lesson sticks. I stayed when my heart was wanting me, when every silence felt wrong. I stayed because I was afraid of being alone for too long. I told myself love means patience, that suffering proves it's real. I didn't know I was teaching myself to ignore how I feel. I watched my standards shrink quietly, lowered them piece by piece. I accepted less than bare minimum just to keep a little peace. I thought if I looked hard enough, you'd eventually see that I was worth choosing without breaking me. I became smaller around you, careful with every word, afraid my honesty might push you further than you already were. I memorized a mood to distance your tone, but you never noticed how alone I felt at home. I stopped asking for reassurance, stopped saying when I hurt, because every time I needed you, I felt like a burden. So I convinced myself that love is supposed to wait, not realizing I was helping my own heart break. I missed your would have meant loving me. It were nights I cried quietly, lying inches from you, wondering how someone could feel so distant and close to. I question my worth constantly, compared myself to ghost people you never fully loved, but somehow needed the most. I blame myself for everything you closed this you down. I thought if I claimed enough you would've shut me out, but love shouldn't be like I did your name for a role you already play, and affection shouldn't disappear the moment you have a bad day. I lost parts of myself slowly, not all at once. That's the worst part. I didn't notice the damage until I couldn't find my heart. The hobbies I loved went quiet, my laughter felt rehearsed. I poured everything into you and left myself thirsty first. People say, why didn't you leave? Like it's easy to explain, but leaving someone you love feels like amputating pain. You don't walk away because you're weak, you're staying because you believe that love will change someone who never planned to meet you halfway. I thought endurance was devotion, but it was self-betrayal in disguise. I stayed when I should've left, but I'm leaving now inside. I'm choosing the parts of me I ignore just to survive. I stayed long enough to learn what love should never be, and maybe that's the lesson that finally sets me free. I won't stay when tolerated, I won't beg to be chosen again. I won't confuse attachment with love that hurts like that. I stayed when I should've left, but leaving late is still leaving. And choosing yourself is not a failure. Survival with dignity. And survival with dignity. I watched you plan a future. I was too afraid to try. You spoke in forever sentences. I answered you with lies. I smiled through fittings I never meant to wear. You loved me like a promise, I loved you like a prayer.